I recently renewed my US passport and I got it back in just 8 days from the day that I submitted my application online. Here's what happened. So to start with, you're going to need a login.gov account. If you don't have one, you can create a new one. As you can see, I did not have one, so I had to get a new one, starting from scratch. I did this on September 11th. And from there, once you sign up, you'll submit your application and you'll get an email saying that you need to make payment. I also got this email on September 11th. And over here it says that thank you for renewing your passport and your payment's pending. They clearly set the expectation that it's going to be 4 to 6 weeks. From there, I got an email on September 13th also, and telling me that my payment was successful. Again, they reinforced the 4 to 6 weeks. Then I got another email on September 14th telling me my application status is in progress, meaning they've started to work on it. And they also tell me that they received the application for my passport book and card on the 13th, which is when I guess when the payment goes through or something, even though I made it on the 11th. From there, I was surprised to get an email on the 16th saying that my passport has been shipped. This is the tracking number. This is my application number, which I'm not going to share with you. And it says I should have it on or about September 22nd. So I was pretty impressed with that. I'm not going to lie. And then I received this from the post office telling me that it actually arrived on the 19th. So to back that up, they told me on the 16th that I should have it by the 22nd. So I used this tracking number here by the post office and discovered it was delivered on the 19th. So I applied on the 11th and I received it on the 19th. It's pretty impressive. Here is the mail, the package I got with my passport and passport card all in one envelope, even though an email had previously said it wasn't going to be. As you can see, this is the tracking number. So, what happened? How did this happen? So you go to travel.state.gov and you can start your application. You'll need to comply with these application requirements. Okay. Let me just kind of make that better for you there. And as you can see, you're going to need to the passport that you're renewing has to be a 10-year passport. It had to have been issued for 10 years. So it can't be the 2-year temporary passport and it can't be the 5-year passport for minors. It must be expiring within a year, or it can be expired less than 5 years ago. Okay. Have to be 25 or older. You cannot be changing any of your personal information. Okay, so not your name or your sex. Okay, you cannot be traveling within 6 weeks. The reason being is they're saying that service is about 4 to 6 weeks to get your new passport. You have to have a U.S. mailing address in a U.S. state or territory, and it cannot be an APO, FPO, or domestic post office. Okay. Lastly, you have to have your passport or passport card, or both if you're renewing both of them, with you, and it cannot be damaged or mutilated. Now, you don't actually send in your old passport. It's not like before where you send it in and they send you it back with your new one and have a hole punch in it so you know it's the old one. Well, now the new one comes and you'll still have your old one that's been hole punched. So if you travel, be sure you check to make sure you're grabbing the most current passport. The process to apply is really easy. Here you are. You continue about telling you how to apply. It says it can take less than 10 minutes. It only took me 10 minutes. You have to give your information, obviously your current passport information, your address, name, stuff like that. Here are the fees currently. It's $130 for the passport, $30 for the passport card. Together it's $160, and you can pay an expedited delivery fee of $22.50, which I did not. Why though do they say passport card? Well, here's why. I have one and I think it's great. Number one, it's a federal ID, unlike a state ID. Okay, so it establishes your citizenship, your right to work here, establishes your identity, your age, all the things that most places that want your ID need. So it's a top level ID. Next, because it serves as ID for anything you would ever need to show an ID for, it doesn't have your home address. So if you're giving it to a store or someone else, you're not sure what they're going to do with that info, this keeps some of your personal info private. So that's why I like the passport card. And again, here they're going to tell you it takes about 4 to 6 weeks, which it doesn't, at least for me. Here it's going to tell you need your old passport or passport card. Okay. You're going to need to take a selfie photo or get someone to take it for you. It has to be within the last 6 months. And you have to send the original because they want to see the metadata to make sure it's been unaltered. Okay. And then you're going to need a way to pay for it, like a credit or debit card. Okay. And then here again, they're going over eligibility requirements. So you have to be a U.S. citizen or national. Now, what's a national? Everybody in America who, well, that's not a good statement to make. A national is someone from one of those Pacific islands in the Federated Micronesia. I want to say it's American Samoa, but I'm not 100% sure. They have the right to travel freely to the U.S. and work, but they're not U.S. citizens. Age restrictions. You must have been at least 16 years old when your most recent passport card was issued. Okay, so whatever reason, that's a requirement. Your current passport had to have been issued between October 2010 and October 2016. And that's for this current year, 2025. And again, you can't be making any changes to your name or sex. Okay, once you do that, it starts you into the application process here. And I wasn't able to go further because I already done my passport, so I can't submit another one or another renewal. So anyway, once you're done, voila, you have your new passport, and all is well. It only took 8 days from the time I got mine to have it in the mail, at my home. I'm thinking because most of it is online, so the computers just check and verify basic information. So all that's left is once it passes a computer check, it goes before a human to make sure that that was all good. And then it goes to their printing, however they do their printing. But your government working for you. I really like this. It was fast. I had been putting it off for a while, but I'm so glad I did it. I hope you have the same experience. That's all I got for today. If you would like and subscribe, that's great as I try to build this channel. Have a good one.